up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Hey girl, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So today we are going to be doing literally the easiest braids known to mankind. Like, these are the easiest and the quickest braids that anybody could ever do. So simple, so easy, so quick. I love. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the stuff that you'll need. This is the hair that I use. I don't normally use this type of hair, like this texture. Normally I love the Connect-A-Line hair, but for this I know that this hair will have curled better. So that's what the packaging looked like for that hair. And then I use rubber bands, jam, crochet needle, a brush, of course, a comb to part. I didn't show the brush and the comb because that's just kind of like, you know, self-explanatory. But yeah, so this is what I'm using, and I just wanted to show you, like, this is kind of like how I have my hair parted off already. I do not remember exactly how many braids I have. I really can't even tell you. If I had to just try to count right here, that's 6, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 14 braids. So yeah, and I also kind of like pulled my edges, well, not pulled, but just kind of parted my edges off, so that way when it comes time for me to put edge control on them and stuff like that, I don't have to fight to get them like out of the rubber band or whatever. And now I'm just gonna show you like how I'm parting my hair off. So this whole section, I kind of sort of like parted it in half, and then that lower half is going to be one braid. So the hair is not like too thick. When I say the hair, I mean my hair. So it works out for me. If your hair is like super thick, then you probably won't be able to just like make that one braid. But I'm taking the jam, and then we're gonna add it to like the perimeter of the section, and then get it all sleek and into the rubber band. And if you do this one by one, you don't have to like do all of the sections and then come back to them. Like, you know, I'm just trying to show you, and I was trying to film, so that's why I kind of had to do it like that. But you don't have to, like, you could do one by one, and then that'll save you time too. But even though this was fairly quick anyway, but I'm taking a small little edge control brush and then kind of slicking it down even more. And it's harder too, that's why I liked that edge control brush. And then putting a rubber band on, and then I'm gonna twist it up and move on to the next section. Like I said, if you're not filming a video, you don't have to do that. You could just get to like the portion. But then in the next clip, I'm just gonna show you, this is what we have. Everything is all parted and ready to go. I kind of experimented with the back. I was just trying to try it out just to see the length and all of that stuff, how it was gonna look. So I had kind of already started those, but now we are gonna get to it. So I'm undoing the section, I'm gonna detangle, and then I'm going to add some jam just to like make my hair all stick together and stay together, so it's not like popping out of the braid or anything like that. Like, this is just what I need to do because my hair is kind of like, it just don't respect me sometimes. So now we're gonna take the hair, this is the thicker piece of the two pieces, and we're gonna crochet this in going across. And then we're gonna take another piece of hair, this is the thinner piece of the two pieces, and then we're gonna crochet this in up and down. The thinner piece is gonna just be made into one, that's why it's the thinner piece, so it'll all kind of like balances out. And we also put in that piece with our hair. So now I'm going to braid it like kind of like an under braid, because that's just what I feel like makes it look knotless, even though, like, you know, we aren't doing like the regular knotless method. So I'm just gonna kind of like do an under braid, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm braiding and pulling very, very like tight as far as like the braid goes, because I wanted to like make sure that my hair just stayed in place and it wasn't like any strands popping out or anything like that. I wanted it to look neat, so I did braid the braid kind of tight, so that's why at the end it were a little stiff. So you don't have to like braid it super tight, because then they'll be kind of stiff. But once we get to the end, I'm gonna add the rubber band, and this is what makes this style so quick and easy, because you don't even have to braid like that long. This is like a half of a braid, low-key. So yeah, I just like to braid it past my hair and then put the rubber band on, so like I'm not leaving like any of my ends out or anything. So this is what the braid is looking like so far, and now this is what it's all looking like. I did the rest off camera and you see how stiff they are. I definitely didn't have to braid them as tight as I did, but this is what we have going on. So now we're just gonna add the flexi rods, and when I do this style the next time, I'm definitely gonna make sure the hair length that I use is longer, so we have more like hair, because in the front you can see like it's not really that much hair to curl. But I'm adding the flexi rods, and then I really couldn't show you me like dipping this for real. This is the best clip that I was able to get because we're dealing with some hot water here, okay? So I can't be like playing around with the camera and trying to get the angles while also trying to not burn myself in my hair. So like, you know, it just was hard to kind of like show me dipping it, but I boiled some water and then I dipped it, and then I took the flexi rods out immediately. Okay, so this is the final look. I wanted to record this when it was still light outside, but it's very cloudy today, and the sun is in a process of going down, so it's like darker than it normally would be around this time. So this will just have to suffice. Now, another thing, let me just tell you, these braids are stiff because I braided them so tight, so they are very stiff, and they aren't like as long, so like they don't weigh anything to like kind of keep them straight. And normally I would go in and steam them, but my hair, I don't want to steam my hair, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because I braided the braids down to like where my hair stopped at, and then I put the rubber band on. But I'm sure like as the days progress, they will kind of like loosen up. And I did some very dramatic edges today, but you know, I just was like, might as well, you know, I feel like this style kind of calls for it a little bit. But yeah, so this is what the braids are looking like up close. The ends, some of the pieces didn't really like take, and then I had to cut some of the hair because it was just way too long, like the ones in the back, and the end part was the part that was actually curled properly, but I'm not gonna recurl it, to tell you the truth. Again, for me, since I've kind of gotten used to filming in natural light where you could literally see everything so good and so clear, I'm slightly annoyed that I'm having to like record with this ring light and in here, and I feel like you can't really see everything for real. But I think these came out real cute. Let me just tell you too, I feel like this is the quickest and the easiest braid style ever. Like, these were so easy to do and they were so quick, and because they are short and you really only braiding it about halfway down, it was so quick. Like, I was low-key, I'm not even gonna lie, I was low-key dreading doing these only because I didn't feel like it. I wasn't in the mood. Yesterday I had like a very hectic, long, busy day. I was so tired and I pushed myself. I'm like, just do it. And when I tell you, I was done in like 2 hours, probably like less than that. But I was like, excuse me, miss. Like, this was the quickest, easiest, simplest braid style you've ever done, and you was dreading doing it. But listen, you're gonna see these in my head a lot, like once it starts to get hot, because I like to more so like wear protective styles in the summertime. I mean, I do wear wigs still, but not like that much. I'm mostly wearing like protective styles, and this is gonna be one that I go to a lot because it's so quick, and I think it's cute with like the little ends and stuff. Like, so yeah, y'all, that's it. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave me a comment down below. You know, engage with the content. It really helps me. And I will catch you in my next one. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, your weekend, whatever it may be. Peace and blessings. Bye.